Hello, everybody. Angelo here. Been homeless for 4 months now, Northern Virginia. I recently quit my job as a bouncer. I still got a couple days left, or really kind of a week, or over a week left, and then I got a few more paychecks coming. But I was thinking about this last night. I was like, I'm kind of enjoying work. What if I just stayed? However, that would be ultimately, I think, a mistake. Even though I've been at this job for 5.5 years, it's time to go. The scariest part of leaving is not that I've been there so long, and not that it's steady money and that it allows me to just keep living. The scariest part of quitting is knowing that I could just do this another year if I wanted and keep making some money, and just kind of hypnotize myself into thinking it's no problem and just do the same routine. I say that's so scary because it's knowing that I don't desperately want to quit this job in a lot of ways. Yeah, I hate it at times, but I don't really hate it that much in a way. I mean, I hate it when my mood's down and I don't feel like I'm talking to people or interacting with anybody, but other times it's interesting and fun. However, what's scary about leaving when I know I don't really have to leave in a way is knowing that I could just hypnotize myself into working this job another 5 or 10 years and not make much of a difference in my life. That's the scariest thing, is knowing, well, I could just stay there. It's comfortable. I like being there, for as frustrating as it can be. Working nights as a bouncer, and it's certainly frustrating, working late all the time, working and then going straight to bed, basically, as I've been doing the last 5.5 years. It's scary thinking, well, I could just keep doing it, and it wouldn't particularly bother me, but I know I'm not taking a risk if I just stay there. And I've had good experiences, met good people, things I wouldn't change for anything. I've gotten experiences that have led me to come up with movie ideas I definitely want to write and direct, and some I've already written a bunch of notes for. So that I wouldn't change for anything, and some of those memories that I have. But at the same time, I know I could just stay there and it'd be easy money, not much money, but easy money. But it's not taking a risk. It's not trying to do something different. It's not trying to go somewhere and learn something. Whatever job I do, even if it's a prep cook or if I'm cleaning, I want to be doing something different and not working nights anymore. So that's kind of the scariest part, is just knowing it'd be the easiest thing to just want to do it for another year, just have steady money, not worry about it. Because I am getting a little worried, oh shit, I'm going to need to have a source of income soon. And as much as, I liked going to the food pantry the other day, I'm looking at the food, I'm like, shit, I can't even eat a lot of this stuff. And the stuff I've eaten is junk. Pre-made grocery store sandwiches. I had a carrot cake thing like that, and they gave me 9 of them, and I gave all of them back except one. These little cups of carrot and chocolate cake, because they have 900 calories in each one and a ton of sugar. And I just splurged last night and ate some, and I feel so bad turning back food when this lady was like, do you want this? Do you want this? But I'm like, I can't even eat this shit. Because first of all, it's so much food, it's going to go bad before I can eat. Second of all, a lot of it I just can't eat. It's got too much saturated fat. It's cheese, red meat, and way too much salt. Almost sounded like Jerry Lewis there. Way too much salt. One of the, a Chipotle wrap thing they gave me, I looked at it, it's got 1,700 milligrams or something of sodium. That's 70% of your daily recommended allowance of sodium. I'm like, I can't just start destroying my body eating at a food pantry, but it means I'll have to keep buying more groceries. So the only things I can really accept from a food pantry are fruit and vegetables that I can just eat raw, I don't need to cook, or healthy bread. They gave me some other white bread. I put that back and just took the healthy bread. Maybe cereal. So that is more money on groceries I'll be spending because I was thinking yesterday, oh, this would be cool. I won't have to spend money on food for the most part. And I looked at it today. I'm like, oh shit, I will, because I can't eat this stuff. I can't eat this. Can't eat most of what I got. Feel terrible about it. So I'll have to be more careful what I accept next time and just say, look, just fruits, vegetables, and bread. That's it. And if they don't have it, oh well, they don't have it. Or canned fish, too. If it's got a tab on it, no can opener. I'm not dealing with all that, cleaning that. I'm writing my screenplay. I'm working on that. It's scary and frustrating because I'm like, okay, I wrote it once, a draft. I'm getting into a second draft, and I've just kind of hit writer's block, but that's okay because there's no such thing as really writer's block. For me, that's just an excuse. Just keep going. And it's like, I don't even really have it. It's just writer's block is waiting for something perfect to come to your mind. It's like, well, I don't have to wait for that. I can look at this, whatever. And also, this is still going to be too expensive for me to shoot anytime soon. So it's like, I'm going to have to find something even cheaper than this thing, which is still fairly cheap to do. So I'm going to have to think about maybe just a one location shoot. A story that takes place all in one place, or especially like a place where it's easy to get access to, like I don't know, just some field or a parking lot, or just some like land that just there's nobody there and there's nothing happening. You could just go there and shoot. I've always fantasized about that. I just don't know what the story would be. Kind of like that Gus Van Sant movie, Jerry, with Matt Damon, about two guys in the desert. I haven't seen it, but I want to. And he's a very much, adept, low-budget filmmaker. Elephant, another small movie he did about a school shooting. Excuse me. But that was like after Good Will Hunting and several other movies. Just a very small, low-budget movie. Great movie. Very, sad. So, I know I got to keep pushing forward with this. I'm not so much scared by leaving the job that I've had for the last 5.5 years. I've held it as long as I could possibly want to. Really, I feel like I'm overstaying my welcome in a way. Not with anybody there, but just, it's time to stop pretending that I can just keep doing this and it's fine. I've got to sort of shock myself into, getting a new experience and changing my routine. Yes, it scares me because it's like I've got a nice routine as far as where I stay, where I sleep, where I go to the gym and shower. Like it's all, I'm settling into it, and yet I know that's not a good idea. I shouldn't do that. The best thing I can do for myself is totally upset my routine and figure out, something totally new to do. And it wouldn't have happened unless I went homeless in the first place. As frustrating and desperate as I felt, or frustrating and as, whatever, it's also the best thing I could have done. As much as it's a commentary on how terrible things are when, people can't afford a home, and it should not be tied to how much money you make. And also, it's tied so much to how other people want to make money, which is by exploiting others and keeping homes expensive around here and making it expensive to live and expensive medical care and groceries. So the scariest thought for me was the idea that, well, I could just stay here if I want. It'd be no big thing. I wasn't hating being at work last night. It was kind of fun. I was relaxed. It was pretty busy. Not a big deal. I saw some people I knew, some people I hadn't seen in a while. So it's like, well, it's not, I'm not hating it, but I also know I've hypnotized myself into 5 years being there. Not that I regret it, but it's like, it's time to move on. I really need to. I ended up turning down, or I just didn't get back to the carpentry helper's job because I thought, I don't want to miss out on videos either. That's too important to me. So I'm going to have to get something much more part-time, because that carpenter's assistant job would be full-time, I'm sure. Like 5 to 6 days a week, and it could be long days. So it would be a great opportunity, but it's for someone else. It's not for me. I can look back and out how hard I worked on videos, especially when I was living in Annandale, and truly miserable. I was alone. I was barely even interacting with my roommates. I was working 2 jobs for a while and doing videography and videos, and I was just desperate. I was barely sleeping because I was recovering from my 9 months of illness, in which I could barely sleep. And like every day I was like, gotta keep making videos, gotta keep making videos, gotta keep at it. It was so difficult, and just desperately wishing, will this video take off? And once in a while a video would, but then I would be sad again because I'd be like, well, now what? That's not really changing anything. We just got to keep going and keep going. When the Annandale video got popular, the one about the whole city, yes, that changed things, and then I could accept it like, great, I'm glad to have this validation, and I was able to move out. But sure enough, and I wish I knew about the food pantry back then. Fuck, man, I qualified for this one that I went to, and definitely when I was making less money. But I found one where I just signed up and qualified. I was like, oh shit, I hope I don't make too much money or something. So, but it wasn't an issue. And definitely after I quit this job, I don't think it's going to be an issue. But I wish I knew about the food pantry back then, even just for a few basic things a month to help me out. So maybe there's something, I don't know, helpful for somebody else thinking about changing their position or, their routine, which is that I'm changing what I no longer have a home. I can't fall back. I'm distracted because this car in front of me, as long as I've been here, they've been parked there and their lights are on for like the last hour and a half. At least my lights are off, and I turn my car off sometimes. I'm just charging my phone. I would watch videos while I was eating. Anyways, but I'm just having to change the whole routine because it's as scary as it is. I know that makes it an even better decision. I've learned to retrain, how I view things in terms of if it's a scary thing, if it's a new opportunity, if it's a new situation, probably means it's good, because it means I'm going to learn something new and meet people who, I wouldn't have run into before. And I'm going to have new stories and opportunities for videos and movies. It's funny, I was just looking through my notebook here that I filled up, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot all about this other outline for a screenplay that I wrote. I was like, maybe I got to get back to that one somehow. What the hell? It was getting too expensive, the story I was writing. But I was like, oh my goodness, I totally forgot about this one. But it's compelling to me. It's something I want to do. So as much as I thought it would be the easiest thing last night to just stay here, what would be the problem? I know the people here. I've been one of the employees here, employees that have been here the longest. I'm paid decently. I get to work, a cushy job basically. I'm just standing around mostly. Much as I realized that, I was like, there's nothing new for me to do. I just gotta change to something else. I could always make the most of it, but it's like water that's stagnating somewhere. It's gotta move, so it gets filtered and gets cleaned. It's gotta pass through rocks and, whatever else. Rocks, that's it. So I just feel like it's enough time. I'll pick up something else. It's not hard. You can just pick up gigs on Craigslist, like helping out at events. I've done that before. Or helping people with chores or cleaning, doing laundry. I don't necessarily expect to be doing all that, but those options are there if I truly need it, like here and there side jobs. Or just probably like what I'm going to try and do is apply to kitchens, try and get prep cook work. I don't want to be a dishwasher. That is a lot of work. And prep cook would be more something that's actually kind of fun and that I could learn from. Dishwashers, just cleaning. So anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. We got the collaborations coming. I've been mentioning these constantly. 2 collaborations videos that are coming. I have gotten updates about both of them. Stay tuned. I'm very excited about them. They've been sort of in the works for years in some ways. Not that like one of them we were planning it for years, but I wasn't able to collaborate with these people until this point, and we had talked before, and we never had the opportunity where it could work out. And finally it did. So we were able to talk and say, okay, here's what we're gonna do. So I'm very excited for that, and it involves my mom, so it's a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for more. Subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and support me on Patreon. You can just donate $1 on Patreon, by the way, because if everyone donates $1, even if you want to stop donating later, I still have a lot of help, as opposed to somebody thinking, oh, I should only donate $5 or $10. Well, you're much more likely to, regret that later and just want to cancel it because you're looking at all this money go out. If you donate $1 a month, everybody donates that helps me a lot more, because 20 people can stop, but if I still have 50 people donating, that's quite a bit. Anyways, stay tuned. I got a lot more videos coming. Bye.